Hey everyone, how you guys doing tonight? Jason going here, and my subject tonight is the early bird gets the worm. Why do I say that? Well, last night I was in Wisconsin Dells, and I did taking my family up there. We stayed overnight so my kids could play in the indoor water park. And bless my wife, she let me stay in the hotel room while she took the kids to the water park and let me rest and, I'll get some business stuff done. And, they come back about 8:30, 9 o'clock, right before I had a important webinar. And I was like, man, I just really kind of want to watch TV. I don't watch TV much, and there was some crazy backyard oil show on Redneck. It was funny. It was funny to watch, kind of show on Discovery Channel. And so the webinar was coming up, and I got to get on. And, the kids are getting ready for bed, and they're kind of loud. And, Tracy just had ordered some pizza, and I was eating some pizza. And I turned the volume up on my computer, couldn't really hear anything. So I put the headphones on, and, Toby and Layla come on. I'm not ready for this. But you know what? I'm going to listen to it anyway. And we did amazing exercise on the webinar last night, Black and Tam webinar, and with Lawrence Tam, Toby and Layla. And it was excellent because we went through an exercise of words you should not use and you should use. And, right there, them little tidbits changed my life. But there's more. There's a lot more. We got sent the email, us 15K and Masters students. I'm all in, so I'm a Master. And we got sent an email earlier in the evening. There's going to be, this webinar. Okay, so fast forward again. So I'm on the webinar, and they announced an event that they were going to put on. The location is unknown right now, but they announced, Black and Tam announced an event that they were going to host. And they gave us the link to go to, and I went to it right away. And I clicked the button, hit the number 2 for me and my wife, Tracy. And Tracy was kind of sleeping, and I woke her up, and I'm like, Tracy, where's the credit card? She goes, oh, I know it by heart. I said, well, give it to me. And you know what? She didn't even ask how much this event that Lawrence Tam and Toby and Layla Black are putting on. She's just like, just give me the credit card number. And I ordered 2 VIP tickets right away. And it felt so good when I did that, because I just felt so powerful, even after, not just after the webinar, during the webinar, but when I ordered them tickets that fast, right away, I just knew there was a transformation deep down inside. I knew right there that I was in the right place and the right time, and that I'm going to be powerful, that I am powerful, and that I am successful. And then I will do whatever it takes to be successful in my business. Well, back to the subject, the early bird, gets the worm. Well, obviously I got the worm, I was there. Now just think if I wouldn't have gotten on that webinar, right? Just think if I would have kept complaining and kept watching what is it, backyard oil on Discovery Channel, I wouldn't have the opportunity to go to a black and tam event. And now, I just feel that much more empowered because not only am I going to the black and tam event, but it's a month before the Empower Network event in Denver, Colorado. So I'm on fire now. When I go to their event, I'm going to be that much on fire. When I go to the Denver event, I'm going to be that much more, just inspired. And my productivity has already skyrocketed. Um, to tell you the truth, I've already calculated, and I'm getting long on this, but I've already calculated the hours that it takes me to do things. And now we think of outsourcing. Who teaches outsourcing? Lawrence Tam does. Okay, well, I'm at that point because I'm taking massive action, and I know there's stuff that just takes so long to do that I don't need to be doing it anymore. I need to be outsourcing it so I can take more of a massive action, but it's not only taking more of massive action, okay, and I not only want to get on stage in Denver, but I don't want to spend unnecessary time away from my family in my office. So I got some good stuff coming. I got some good stuff up my sleeve. Just basically stuff that I've learned from my leader, Lawrence Tam. I mean, and that's another thing I want to share. If you have a good leader, I suggest when they email you something, I suggest you open that email right away and read it entirely and do what they say. Because they're telling you that for a reason. They want you to grow. Now, when I first started, I was like, I got so many emails and I didn't know what was what. And, I was a newbie and, but I saved my emails because I'll go back through them and listen to everything. But I'm telling you, I'm at that point where I'm there. I am there. You better watch out because I'm coming up. I'm coming up the leaderboard. I'm doing it. It's to me now. I know it's a cliche. To me now, the leaders say it's not about money. It's not. It's not. I'm helping more people now. I'm helping my teammates uh, just to get them started. And then I tell them, listen to what I say and do what I do. And you're going to be successful. And, I got it. I got the mindset training. But back to the early bird gets the worm. When you get them types of emails, I don't know if you're under Lawrence Tam or whoever you're under, Chris Record, Chuck Marshall, anybody, or if you're in another business, do what they say. Do whatever it takes right away, and take massive action. That's our team motto. That's Chris Records. That's what he came up with for our team. Take massive action, and that's what we do on a daily basis. That's how we make it, and that's a great motto. And I could go on for hours now. I can remember when I first shot my first video. It's actually on my YouTube channel that you can subscribe to. I would love you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Um, look at my first video. It was horrible. I was nervous. I was shaking. I didn't want to speak. I thought about doing videos. I probably thought about it for 3 months before I ever did one. And then David was just like, just do one. And I can remember the first day I did one, I was talking to my wife. I'm like, man, I'm going to look so terrible. You know, nobody's going to want to look at it. I got 45 views my first time I put one out, you know. And you just get better as you go, and you keep getting better as you go, and you keep getting better as you go. So, you know, I'm just ranting, kind of like Chris Darty does. He's a really funny guy, and actually I met him at the Chicago Empower Network event. I didn't have my camera with him, but he was walking into it was Sunday, or it was Monday. It was Monday night. He was walking into the last no, it was Sunday. He was walking into the VIP event, and I've never seen him before. Talked to him online, and him and Jessica were walking in, and I said, Chris and Jessica Darty, and they looked at me, and Chris goes, Jason. And I'm like, wow, you got amazing memory. But no, they're nice people, excellent people. I wish I could spend a lot more time with them, and we got a lot of stuff in common. And but you know, all the people that I met were just great in Chicago. And this event, Black and Tam, that's coming up, I just can't wait, because I've already, you know, spoke to a few people that are going, and it's just going to be tremendous, and some awesome training. Because you know, if you have, you know, you got all the training, you're a master. You got, let's say you got the master scores, you got the 15K, you got the Costa Rica, you got everything else. Okay, and you're not making sales. Well, what is it? It's your mindset. It's either your mindset, or you're not doing what they tell you to do. The 8 core commitments. Are you really putting 20% back in your business? Are you really reading every day? Are you really marketing? What do you do for your marketing? Do you just post your stuff on Facebook groups? Do you do the Facebook method? Do you do solo ads? What do you do? How many things do you do? Do you do it daily? Do you do it Monday through Friday? Do you do it Saturday and Sunday? If you don't get everything on your list done, do you go to bed? Or do you get it done? And I'm not perfect either. But I am so pumped, and I'm determined to get on the stage in Chicago. I mean, not Chicago, hello, Denver, and I will get on the stage in Denver. And you know what? The majority of you can and will too in our Take Team Massive Action group, because you got the best leaders, you got the best training, you've made the best friends in our group and our team, and you guys can do this. You all can do it. So remember, the early bird gets the worm. Do not mess around. If you know, if you get a chance to go to a type of event like, you know, the Black and Tam event, like I'm going to, and definitely when you go to Denver, if you haven't got your Denver tickets, get them. Even if you don't know how you're going to get there, get them. If you're coming from Wisconsin, Facebook me, and we'll talk about riding with me. I'm driving. I could fly, but I like driving. And just one other thing. Um, if you're not all in, and I know everybody's gonna, this is a cliche. If you're not all in before Denver, get all in, because you want to be in the all in team meeting. I think it's on Monday, because the one in Chicago was so phenomenal. If you're nervous about going, go anyway, because I got a funny story to tell you. And I've never told anybody of this yet. And if you keep watching my video, here I'll tell you. And if you have watched it this far, then leave me a comment below my video or on Facebook saying, Jason, I saw your video and heard your Chris Record story. Now listen to this. So, we're at the Chicago event, Take Team Massive Actions team meeting, top secret meeting. All right. So, we were able, me and my wife were able to, and the rest of the group, we were able to make a little sales video with Chris Record. Well, it's only supposed to take one try, one try. And we have multiple groups around the room and multiple leaders, because we had a packed house there at that training event. So me and my wife go up on stage. It's our turn. I get right close to Chris Record. I'm an ex-Marine, and I've been in the military for 16 years. And I get right close to Chris Record, but everybody gets nervous, I've spoken in front of colonels and majors and everything else, and you just get nervous. It's okay. So the funny thing is, and I got videos too, and the funny thing is, so I'm supposed to introduce like a 30-second interview and interview Chris Record, and I got the videos, and I'll make a blog post later, which you can reach at www.jasongoin.com. That's my blog post. But anyway, here's the story. So it's my turn. I step on stage with my wife, and I'm nervous, but I've already rehearsed. I followed Chris Record for a long time, and I'm supposed to give my 30-second interview, and then Chris Record, is going to take it away, and go into the click the link below, everything, just kind of a synopsis, so I can put it in make a bridge page out of it. All right. So what do? It is so funny. I'm so nervous. I talk at the top of my lungs, and Chris Record has to stop me. They're like, shh. Okay, so I'm like, okay, yeah. Let's start this again. Okay. So we started again. And oh my goodness, what did I do? I whispered. I'm like, the second time I go, this is Jason and Tracy Going, here with Chris Record, the co-founder of Team Take Massive Action. And he's like, no. Stop. So the third time I get it, I got the volume right. But then I get my words mixed up. I'm like, okay, I got the volume right. This is Jason and Tracy Going with Chris Record, co-founder of Team Take Massive Action. And then I said, I go into, he's a six-figure income earner. And I just look at him and I just go blank, because I'm so nervous. And I'm like, and and take it away, Chris. It was just funny, because I kind of want to be more professional and, kind of have a conversation. I just looked at him. I didn't know what else to say. I'm just like, hey, and take it away, Chris. And it was so funny. I thought it was so funny. I had to take it, for me, it was 3 tries to do that video. So, then afterwards, what do you think's going through my mind? Oh no, what does he think of me now? Oh. But you know what? It doesn't matter because we all do funny stuff, and that makes us human, and we just work on it. We just work on it and work on it and keep working on it, and don't get down. Say you can, say you will, say you must, and you will. You'll accomplish it. I can't wait till I get to speak on stage at the Empower Network event. I mean, that's going to be awesome. Um, am I a great speaker? Well, you can look at some of my past videos. Uh, so, but anyway, so hopefully I get to meet a lot of you guys, and take Team Massive Action. I try to get on there and watch some of your videos. You know how it is. I got 4 kids at home, ages 5, 4, 3, 2, and almost a year and a half, and so I'm working. Plus, I'm taking some full-time college courses right now, and I'm doing Empower Network, and I watch the kids too. So you know how busy it gets. So if you see me, uh, reach out to me and say, hey, Jace, nice video. I'll do the same to you. If I haven't watched your video, it's not because I don't want to. I do. It's just, what are we supposed to do first? Income producing activities, and I just got done listening to Inner Circle audio today of Chris Records. Very powerful stuff. That he talks about segmenting your time into hour segments and valuing your time at, figure out how much you're worth. Are you worth $50 a month? I mean, a month. $50 an hour, $100 an hour, $1,000 an hour. So if you're worth that much, let's say you're worth $100 an hour. Well, are you going to spend 3 hours on your blog post? No way. That's $300 blog. No way you're going to spend an hour, so you can go on to something else. Okay. So once you get a system down, let's say you're doing a blog post, okay, then you want to cut a video, then you want to SEO your video, you SEO your blog post, you put the video inside your blog post, you social media bar it or use the new button, and then you want to social syndicate it. Let's say you do it to this place, you do it to that place, and then you got to do your marketing. Let's say you do free marketing, then you do paid marketing. Let's say you email in your list, this Inner Circle audio reading, and but you want to produce more. Let's say you want to put 3 blogs a day and 20 videos, and you're getting efficient and more efficient and more efficient and more efficient. But you come to a point where I just don't want to spend any more time. It's not because I don't like doing this. It's because I want more time with my family. It's the freedom model. Like Lawrence Tam, and the other top leaders, like 2, 3, 4 hours a day on this, even less. You don't want to be spending 8 hours a day because that ain't what it's designed for to do. So you think to yourself, well, I can shoot my own videos, right? I can shoot how many ever I want a day, but I don't have to SEO them. I can hire somebody to SEO them. Well, why not? Blog post, it's easy to write a blog post, but it can chew up your time. So you don't want to write one for a couple days. Okay, I've already purchased blog posts. A guy that Lawrence Tam recommended, and nothing wrong with it. So you can outsource. You can definitely listen to the Costa Rica, uh, the $500 product, because I mean outsourcing. You might not be there ready for outsourcing yet because you're learning and implementing. But if I had any advice for some really new people, because I can remember when I was new, I would say definitely blog daily. Definitely do videos right out of the box. You know, get all the training that you bought, listen to it right away. Treat it like a business, listen to it right away. But once you understand it, within that next week, start marketing right away. Whether it's free marketing or paid marketing, and it's in the 15K, and start doing it. But record it. Um, I started to record my stuff, and then you find out what you really actually do and you don't do. So that's just me. I record my stuff, what I did for the day, um, and I'll continue to do that, because just like when I was weightlifting, back when I was early mid 20s, I always kept a journal of my exercise and my weight and how much I added each week. Then I'd look on it back about 3 months later, and I was like, wow, man, I added so much weight in 3 months. But it was just tiny increments. And that's the same analogy. If you record your stuff, what you did for marketing for the day, how much you did, you're gonna you're gonna you're gonna look at that and say, well, I didn't do enough yesterday. I need to do more today. You're gonna know where you're at. But if you're just fooling yourself and you're like, well, you know, on our group, Chris Record teaches us the Facebook method. Well, how many people are you reaching out to? Did you really reach out to, 10 or 25 people? Did you really? Did you write that down and track it, or are you just guessing? Did you do it for the last 20 days? Or how many days, or do you think you did? I mean, did you just start and then get going for a couple days and then stop? So you definitely, as much as we don't like to record stuff, we need to. We need to keep track of all our stuff and our results. And I see, I hear Lawrence Tam, talk about that, and he's definitely right, and it shows, because he's the big money maker, and he learned trial and error, and so anyway, I went off on a big tangent. So hopefully you'll listen to my almost 30-minute. Well, I could turn it into a little movie here. But anyway, see you guys later. Like my video, share it, subscribe to me. I see that you subscribe to me, and I'll subscribe back. Share and share alike, love and love alike. All right, we'll talk to you later. You guys have a good night.